in the world. And people like Dick Grayson and Tim Drake, they have the ability to be better than him eventually because he is so tainted
Right.
by like the darkness and the death of his parents and all this
He has
stuff.
all that past trauma on him.
Yeah, and they have some, but not nearly the level of like, how would you say it, like psychological damage and baggage that came with his.
Yeah, they have the ability to be Batman, but better.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things about Tim Drake, especially in recent years in Rebirth, is that idea of like he has the ability to transcend what Batman is.
Okay, so from that last recording, you're going to be confused, and that's completely fine. Now, explanation. So basically, I had my longest survival game. It was 331 days long, and I was achievement hunting in Hush River Valley. So what happened was, right before that, where the first part of the clip that played, I went into an ice cave, and I was just traversing through it. This was in Hush River Valley, I don't know if I said that. And I was just going through it, and I went through it, I went through to an exit, I came out of the exit, and when I came out of the cave, my screen was black. So I was like, okay, so this is some sort of visual glitch. So what I did was, there was still sound playing, so I was still in the game, so I figured, okay, so it's just a visual glitch. So I decided to try and go back in the cave, because I was going to be right outside of it. And I figured, okay, that might fix it. So when I did that, you see the clip. It's confusing at first, but basically it teleported me. The game teleported me to the entrance. If you were coming from Hush River Valley to the connection to Mountain Town, and I checked, and I was like, because I had no idea where I was, so I looked outside, and I was like, wait, the entrance of the cave doesn't, because I left stuff outside the entrance of the cave, so I was like, wait a minute, this isn't right, and I checked my inventory, and I'm like, no. It somehow, when I exited the ice cave, the game reset my progress, and started a new game. But here's the really weird thing. So here's the save. There's two of them, because I spent a lot of time trying to get the save file back. I went through Steam Cloud, and all this crazy stuff, backups, all this stuff. The closest thing I got was a game save when it was at when this save file was at 150 days. That's the closest I got. But here's the thing. So here, this is the same file. I'll leave the cave just to really preface it. Not that you guys would understand, because there's nothing in the video that proves, I guess, that I had the save, but I do actually. So we'll go here. I have the game audio off just because it was a bit annoying. So here, day one, all my skills, all default. I don't know if surveyed locations carries out through other save files. Nothing here, but here's the thing. Game data, current sandbox. Now it does say 0 days survived, but here, locations discovered are almost 300. I don't know why it says 100% world explored. I'm not sure if that was true, but it's bugged because it knows, it reset my progress, but like calories expanded over 900,000, but per day, because it only had 1 day. So if I were to survive for multiple days, it would probably divide that number by 2. You know, distance traveled, hours awake, hours rested. All this data is still here. Like, it's archived all this information from the sandbox. So it didn't make a separate file. It took my file and reset the progress. But it still has all this data archived. I've never seen anything like this. I've looked up this. If anyone has had it, they haven't reported on it. I couldn't find anyone else who had an issue like this. I've never seen anything like this in any game before. I don't know. I'm just kind of mind blown by it, because I had a meltdown when I first realized, like, no, because when I first realized I wasn't getting this back. And the only way I'm getting this file back, like, fully, is if there's some weird update that solves it. And basically, the game screwed me, because when I backed up into what I thought was the ice cave, It was actually the entrance after, because basically, okay, so the full explanation was, from the game's perspective, I leave the ice cave, and when the game went black, that's actually when it reset the game. But I had no idea, so when I backed up, when I thought I was backing up into the ice cave was actually the connection to Mountain Town. But the thing is, by the time I realized that, the game saved. It screwed me. And that's what's so weird. It spawned me right outside of the connection, which is, I haven't played a super lot. Like, I almost have 600 hours. But I actually have spawned in the Hush River Valley a lot, because when I first made my Stalker save, this is the funny part, I just realized, it spawned me in Hush River Valley. And I never known this region now. No, this is probably boring. I don't blame you, but long story short, I'd spawned a lot in Hush River Valley because I wanted to try and survive in it. And because of that, I've seen many different spawn locations in Hush River Valley. So I don't know if there is one right outside of the connection of Mountain Town, but if it is, this is like the worst possible RNG imaginable. Because it's reset my game and put me outside the one place it could screw me. You know how many possible spawn locations there are where you just be in the middle of nowhere, and I probably would have just Alt F4'd. It's just one, but the reason I'm making this video is just, I guess, to report this really strange bug. And maybe Hinterland. What am I saying? Winterland. Yeah, Winterland. Maybe they can fix this. They can fix this weird bug, but I don't know. This is me in the future. So I also recently discovered the same file. The same file just proved this. That if I go to the map, this is it. This is even weirder than everything else. This is by far the weirdest thing. I did map out all of Mystery Lake. It's so bizarre. This is like, look at all, but notice this, last update it never. Okay, so the thing is, like, a lot of these are small spheres. Like, I do remember that these were, it's weird that only some of them are fully mapped, but others are like really strange looking. Like, I mapped a good chunk of a lot of these. Like, this did not look like this before. Same with this. I didn't get all the landmarks, but I did like, this was a really clean looking map before. Now it's like this. Like, this is insane looking. If this, I don't know. So, I don't know. This is such a weird bug. I don't know what to say. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you making it through to the end.